Hi everyone, it's Gina and I'm back with another video, and this one is again another chakra inspired makeup video. So I am going to be sharing with you the tools I use to create this look. This is not necessarily something that I would wear all the time. This would be, I would say, like a carnival type of look. And of course, carnival, it's just around the corner. Usually May and throughout the summer, there's a lot of carnival going on, so this would be like a perfect look for that. But like I said, this is a chakra inspired makeup look, and the particular chakra that inspired this look is the heart chakra. Now the color for the heart chakra is green, but some of the gemstones that inspired the look or are considered to be heart chakra gemstones are also pink. So I tied in a little bit of green and pink, and when I was doing it, I thought this kind of reminds me of a watermelon somewhat. But hey, all right, so I'm going to share with you the crystals that inspired this particular look, or the ones that I have in my collection that are also heart chakra gemstones. Some of them are in the form of jewelry, some are actual stones. So this one is a rhodochrosite bracelet, and of course you can see that it is pink. This is the rhodochrosite is pink, but this is a heart chakra stone. So that inspired the cheek color. You can see that. And then I also have a little bit on the eyes, but it's kind of hidden with some of the shades of green that I use. But you can also see it just along. I use it just as a ridge under the eye here. So that's the rhodochrosite. Another heart chakra stone that is pink is rose quartz, and you probably can't see it too clearly as pink here, but this is rose quartz, which is a very pretty baby pink. So those are the two pieces of the jewelry that I have that are heart chakra stones. The rhodochrosite and the rose quartz are both pink stones. Now I do have a few, see if I can show you, a few green stones here that inspired the look as well, that are considered to be heart chakra stones. So I'm going to share those with you. Okay, so my absolute favorite stone, I think it was the very first stone I ever got for myself, which is probably why it's my favorite. But I do have a few in here that I would consider to be favorites. But we're going to start with this one. This is malachite. And it is green, and it's got some light green streaks that go throughout it. This is my absolute favorite gemstone. I have a few rings that have the malachite stone in there, and actually I believe this one right here, this stone right here, is a tiny malachite. So I do love malachite. So that is one of the stones that inspired this, or that's also considered to be a heart chakra stone. Now this is the bloodstone, and it is green, but there are little specks of red that run throughout it, which is why it's called a bloodstone. And it's also used to considered to be like a blood healer. So if there are any kind of illnesses related to the blood, this would be one of the gemstones that would be used to work in that area. Now, if you want to know a little bit more about these gemstones that I'm showing you, please just post a comment in the link below. I won't go into any detail. I'm just going to show you that they're considered heart chakra stones. This one, even though it's not, even though it is to do with the blood, you know, the heart helps to circulate the blood. So that's one of the reasons why I consider it to be a heart chakra stone. So that's the bloodstone. This is again one of my favorite stones. It's actually my birthstone. This is a piece of emerald. It's a tumbled piece. So that is in there. Another piece that's in here, this is a huge heart chakra stone. This is green aventurine, and I'm really hoping it comes across as green because it's looking blue from my end. But this is a green aventurine palm stone. Green aventurine is also considered to be a prosperity stone. So on the front of this, prosperity is actually carved on there, but it is considered to be a heart chakra stone. So that is green aventurine. Jade. Jade is typically not considered to be a heart chakra stone, but it is. This is green jade. Of course, jade comes in lots of different colors, like lavender as well as charcoal, but this is a green jade heart that I have. I also have my jade roller that I use. This is what I use on my face and my neck and other parts of my body, kind of a massage tool. This is also green jade. The pieces here, the handle, as well as the small roller at the end. So that is also green jade. Now another piece, this is also jade, but this is called nephrite jade. And there's specks of black that run throughout it, but it is considered, and again, this is considered to be a prosperity stone, but it can also be a heart chakra stone. Now we know that the heart is related to love and compassion. So couple other green stones that I have in here. This is serpentine. This is a very light green. And I also have green calcite. It's a tiny piece of green calcite. Like I said, if you want to know more about these stones, just simply post the comments below. This is a piece of tree agate. There's a lot of green lines that run throughout it. And I love this piece because it has a symbol from the movie Joe versus the Volcano. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that. But that little lightning bolt look in there, that's a symbol. If you've watched the movie, you'll recognize that symbol in there. So that's a piece of tree agate. And I've got two more. This is a piece of Connemara marble from Ireland. This is a palm stone. They use this, yes, it's considered, the way that it's shaped is considered to be a worry stone, because you simply kind of put there's a little indentation, I'm not sure if you can see it, and you just simply take your thumb and you place it, you kind of rub it if you're stressed. So it's considered to be a worry stone. And then the last piece that I have in here, this is a piece of moldavite, and it kind of looks like a butterfly, which is why I got it. But this is a piece of moldavite. Now this is not actually a crystal. This is actually glass. It's a piece of glass that it occurred when a meteorite hit the ground in, I think it's called, the area is called Moldavia, which hence is where this particular gemstone got its name from. So this is a Russian piece. The moldavite only comes from one place in the world. So this is moldavite. It's a very, very powerful stone. So if you want to know more about these gemstones, those are the ones that inspired this look, or are considered to be heart chakra stones. So you notice some of them are darker than others, and some are of a lighter shade of green. Hence the different shades that I use along the eyes. I did use some darker. I particularly like the lighter shades, but I like green anyway. Green is actually my favorite color, because my eyes are also green, or like a hazel green, so I tend to love the green, anything green. Alright, so the palette that I used was the same palette that I used in my previous video, which is the Jessie's Girl. This is not an expensive palette, but it works for me because I tend to not wear a ton of makeup anyway, but I love doing these kind of videos to kind of play around with makeup. Okay, so the other tools I used were just like the ones in the past video. This is the highlighter, and this highlighter is called Revolution Vivid, and my daughter got this for me from Sephora. The other items that I used, again, I'm going to link my last video so you can also watch that one and see the items in more detail. This is a Mary Kay. This was like a finishing powder that I put on after I put the foundation on. So, and then I also used a CC cream, also by Mary Kay, in light. and I attempted a different mascara that my daughter had given to me so that I could try. This one was called Length Matters, and it made like these promises to go from that to that. And I have no lashes to begin with, and I thought, well, it's worth a try. It did not work. I tried this one first, and I still ended up having to put on the one that I used before called Great Lash, and I believe this one is by Maybelline, and this is the one that actually gives me a little bit of length. So the Great Lash did not work. Again, I used my small palette. Mostly this has 3 different shades of green in there. This was one of my favorite colors. My go-to lip gloss and my eyebrow tint, because I have very little eyebrows to begin with, so every little thing works. And the only thing different as far as the complexion correctors that I used today was I used this green in addition to the lavender and the concealer. So those 3 items. And then again, I used my Mary Kay brushes because these are just awesome. And my favorite little brush from Jerome Alexander. And I believe those are all the tools. I might have missed a couple, like my this is the bronzer. That's the bronzer I use on my cheeks. That's by LA Colors. And then of course I also have the brush for that. And I did use this blush just a little bit, but I ended up using I did use that blush, just a little bit of it, but I used mostly to get that really deep pink. I actually used, let me see if I can get it, that pink color here. So I dipped in there because I really wanted to kind of bring that pink out in the cheeks. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video, or hope you enjoy the video because it's coming like right after this. And just post your comments or questions down below. If you'd like to know more about some of the items that I use, then just put a question below, and I will try to make a video relating to those as well. But this, like I said, is the video relating to the heart chakra. The colors there are mostly green, but also pink, and I shared with you the crystals. If you'd like to know more about the crystals that inspired this look as well, just post a comment down below as well, and I will go ahead and make the video. Just let me know what crystals, if all of them, and I will go ahead and make that video for you. Okay, thanks again for watching. If you're a new supporter, or if you're not a supporter of this channel, I would love for you to join the family by simply clicking that red button down below. If you hit that bell, then you'll also be notified whenever I upload new content. Thank you for being here, thank you for watching, and enjoy the video. Thank you.